Roselia, however you want to pronounce it. It has multiple personalities, just like myself. How are we all doing today? Unfortunately, again, another Com Day shiny. I really wish they would stop doing that. There's how many Pokemon in the game now? You know, thousands at this point. There's literally anything else that they could choose to put as a spotlight hour, but they keep repeating stuff because Niantic just doesn't really care about giving us events that are worth doing, do they? Oops. Come on, bring back the chat. Alright, there we go. There's the chat. There's my little whoopie inside the raid. Inside the thing. You know, the thing. And my bag is full. That's awesome. Oh, it's... Alright, we'll worry about that after. Anyway, let's get into Spotlight Hour. Again, like I said, Spotlight Hour shiny, so we don't need to worry... Oh, sorry, raid it. Community Day shiny. Who hasn't slept much? Jimmy! Yeah, so we've already got an abundance of shinies for this. So if you don't get a shiny today, no biggie. Always very difficult trying to get these first clicks around these dens. I really wish they would let us turn these dens off when we're not doing them, just so we can actually click on the things that are sitting underneath. So annoying. Oh my God. Okay, whatever. You know what? I don't care about you enough to actually want to put that much effort into getting it. It's not interesting. And also, I feel like I might be getting a little bit sick. I'm not sure. I am honestly not too sure. Got like a little bit of a sore throat. Nothing too severe. And I was told that I sound like I'm getting sick earlier, so I was like, oh, am I? It wasn't until after it was mentioned that I was like, maybe I am. I'm not actually sure about that. Alright. No shinies to start off with. Okie dokie. All good. Let's go. Charger, and off we go. Actually, I need the charger already. Because I didn't charge my phones, because honestly, I thought today was Monday. It wasn't until, again, I was reminded about half an hour before I had to come down that it's actually Tuesday. Because, again, is not been working. Dusk Dawn, I am. I'm looking for shiny Roselia during Spotlight Hour. But yeah, as I was saying, this is a previous Com Day Pokemon, so we don't actually need it. As you can see, we have a million shiny Rosies already. Oh my God, I have so... let's actually see how many of these do I have. That's a lot. That looked like a lot. 47! Why, Niantic? Why would you choose a... I have 47 of these shiny... What? How come I have so many shiny Rosies? That's actually a really good question. I don't know. Go fast. Okay. That'd be why. Go fast. Go fast. Hoenn. Oh, yeah. Okay, so yeah, they've been featured for a Com Day, Hoenn Tour, and for Go Fest. So that would explain why I have so many of these things. So yeah, a pretty wasteful spotlight. Good work, Niantic. There's over 1,000 Pokemon in the game now. Surely they can choose something that hasn't been repeated in 17 other events. Hey Simona, how you doing? How are the IVs on the shinies? Probably dog shit. I mean, there's probably a few good ones in there, but I know that Roserade is half decent for PvP and stuff, but there are better grass types. Especially where it's grass poison, isn't it? Yeah, so there are better grass poison types. I'm pretty sure Victory Bell and Venusaur will both outrank it. Phil's Design, how you doing? For your information, Pokemon Go was funded by the CIA. I'm sure it was. You do realise that the CIA has better things to do than spy on random Australians walking around in basically the middle of nowhere? Why would they care about me? You do know that conspiracy theories are born on the internet and idiots are the ones that believe them. Enzo, it's Celino account. Nice, welcome in on your new account. Ah, that's right. My bag is full. I need to. That is okay. We can do it after. That is not what I wanted to click on. It has been a hot minute since I did a Team Rocket thing. Yeah, I just don't bother with the rockets anymore. And there's so many aspects of the game that I just don't bother with. My interest is very much waning, sort of thing, over the years and years and years. Oh my god, I gotta... You know what, let's just... It's not like I need shiny Roselia anyway, so let's take care of this so I can actually speed stops, because I will keep doing it. Make sure everything that I need is healed up. All good. Get rid of that. Get rid of 20 of these. So it is a little bit warm today. Not as warm as it has been on the last couple of events that I've done, luckily. It's only sort of like 28, 29 today. How many of these are we getting? 26. I gotta do something with all these candies. The other thing, also them. Alright, candies. We will give. See, I'm at this point where I don't even know what to give candies to anymore. Because it does have thing special rand on it. Alright, so that is still 10. So we give this to I think Tiger. Hurrah, is that? Yes, okay, we have another. Just in one stop. Do I remember Zelino? Can't say that I do, dude. I'm sorry. A lot of people come through the streams, so I can't keep track of everybody. I do read chat. I was just concentrating on something else, man. Sorry. No, a lot of people come through the streams, so it's hard to keep track of absolutely everybody, especially if it's been a while since you've been in the streams. It's like, yeah. It's not a personal thing, it's just, yeah, I don't have the memory. Like, my memory is already bad enough as it is, given my ADHD and stuff, so, yeah, unless it's in the forefront of my mind, I'm not gonna remember. Hey Fitzy, how you doing, man? Me, Zalino. When I streamed Violet, oh, dude, that was over a year ago. Like, no, I'm not gonna remember people from over a year ago.
You know.
Like I said, it's not a personal thing, but it's like, dude, it's been like over a year. There are thousands of people which come through the streams, so it's, yeah, I can't keep track of everybody. a year ago, you don't remember what you did an hour ago. Yeah, I'm pretty much like that. Like I said, my ADHD, unless things are in the forefront of my mind, they're just long gone. And that's just memory things to do with that. And just in general, even if I didn't, remembering people from a year ago is going to be, yeah. I think pretty much any streamer is just going to be like, nah, sorry, man. ADHD and old age. Yeah, I suppose the old age is sort of creeping up, getting to that point where it's like I can start calling myself old. Hey, I'm not 40 yet, okay? Leave me alone. And it's about how young you feel, not how old you are. And quite often, I get told that I look a lot younger than I am, and I'm a lot more fit than a lot of people that I know that are around my age bracket sort of thing. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing too bad. When I do happen to jump on Facebook, which is very rarely, and I see pictures of the people that I went to high school with, I'm like, you know what? I'm not doing too bad. Could be worse. You gotta go? No worries, Enzo. Like I said, it's not a personal thing that I don't remember you, dude. It's just, yeah, a year is going to be a long time to remember any individual person that hasn't been around for a year. How you doing, Charlie? Welcome in. How am I? Sorry, you busy? I could be better. I was supposed to be really good today. Happy. Everything was supposed to be hunky-dory goods in Jimmy's world. But no. Things don't always pan out that way because it's me. And I'm not allowed to be happy, apparently. I can be happy for a short period of time and then things just like exploding in my face. Nice. Hey, what's wrong with being 40? No, there's nothing wrong with being 40. I'm just saying that I'm not quite there yet. And we were just talking about, calling you old and stuff, and it's just like, well, I'm not there yet, so, I've still got a few years to... I just hate it, because it's... I'm actually closer to 50 now than I am 20, and I'm like, oh man, when did that happen? That's not cool. I mean, when this game came out, when I first started playing Pokemon Go, I was still in my 20s. So, that's not fair, alright? 40's the new 30. Yeah, people age a lot better these days because of, people stay fit and healthy because there's a big, fitness culture sort of thing, and just because of medical science, people are living longer. As I said before, I jump onto Facebook or something like that, and I look at some people that I went to school with, and I'm like, nah, it could be worse. I'm doing pretty good for myself, I think. That's right, I need to make more room in my bag again. Let's get rid of a few of these and a few of these. But yes, it doesn't matter how old I do tend to get. Unfortunately, my taste in women doesn't change. That's probably my major downfall. Why am I always attracted to the crazy ones? I mean, they can be fun, not gonna lie, but at the same time, when they cause some drama, my God, you just want to tear your hair out. Hey, Tommy Gunn, how you doing? Yeah, as I was saying, everything was fine yesterday. Like, Sunday night, things were very good. Things were progressing nicely. Chatting away to one of the girls that I'm talking to. Things were fine. We're sending each other messages and video messages and all that sort of stuff. Things looked good. Things were on the up and up. The next morning, she's sending me messages saying, hey, let's go swimming next week, you know, after my first week at my new job. I'm like, yeah, cool. That sounds good. Let's do that. I went and see other female friends during the day and let her know that, hey, like, I spent the day with a couple other girls, and she cracked the shit to me and blocked me on, not blocked me, but unfriended me on Snapchat. I'm like, can we stop doing this every time we have a slight argument over something? It's just like, are we not in an open relationship? Am I not allowed to see other people? You've told me multiple times that I can. And then when I do, you get shitty at me. It's not fair. You can't do that. So yeah, crazy ladies. Crazy ones are the fun ones. Yeah. No, it's like she's asked me specifically like a couple of times, like, how many other people are you talking to? And I'm like, XYZ. She's like, cool. It's not that I care. I just wanted to know. And I'm like, cool. And then I go and spend time with somebody else and she's just like, nah. I'm like, well, you don't ever bloody want to spend time with me. Except for now, all of a sudden. Like, it's just... Yeah, I think the timing of it was just a bit wrong because of the previous night and us chatting and all that sort of stuff. And I think she just got a little bit shitty with me because I think she wanted to spend the day with me and I ended up spending it with someone else and she wasn't happy about that. So it is what it is. It'll figure itself out. We go through this sort of stuff on a weekly basis pretty much. So yeah, she's not talking to me at the moment, but she hasn't blocked me. She's just unfriended me sort of thing, so I can still send her snaps and like messages and stuff. And she's just started her new job, so I'll give it a week. She'll start talking to me again more than likely. Once she calms down, gets off her emotional roller coaster, it'll be fine, hopefully. And every time this happens, I'm just like, do I really want it to be fine? Because we go through this on such a regular basis that it's like, can't keep doing this to myself. Surely I can find somebody that isn't completely crazy. You hurt yourself on Friday. No, dude, that doesn't sound good. Hopefully not too bad. Hopefully you're alright, man. They can keep you on your toes. Yeah. Just because you have to tiptoe around on eggshells. That's the only reason why they keep you on your toes. Can't do or say the wrong thing because you never know. And you never know what the wrong thing's gonna be because 1 minute it's okay and the next minute it's not. Relationships, they're fun. That's no good. Like I said, I've been sort of beating myself up over it since yesterday because I was like, wait, am I in the wrong because I went and spent time with somebody else? But I'm like, no, because she's got a partner, like another partner and all that sort of stuff. So it's like that it's... I think it's just the messages that I sent her because she was, saying that she was going to go and see somebody else yesterday. That I think she was just using that to throw at me to be like, oh, if you went and saw somebody else, I'm going to go and see somebody else too. I'm like, okay, have fun. And I don't think she took that very well because I think she was wanting me to be a little bit more, hey, this. I'm like, no, have fun. Okay, off you go. I can't say anything. I went and had fun earlier today, so you can go and have fun too. We're already 20 minutes in. This is going quick. I'm also hungry because that's one of the things that's been happening, because I've been dealing with all this mental strain. I just haven't been hungry, so I haven't been eating. I didn't eat like all of yesterday. Had one tiny thing to eat during the day and then a sandwich before I went to bed. And then so far today I've eaten nothing. Not a thing. So I'm essentially fasting at the moment, which is fantastic because I get home. Pizza and beer. Well, I did have a couple of beers last night, so I suppose there was a bit of calories in that. So I was planning on having pizza last night because it's like I went out and I had a good day, and I was expecting to come home and continue chatting with said lady that I've been telling you about. Because yeah, basically as soon as I left my other friend's place, because she was sending me messages on my way down, I sent her a message before I went and saw my friend. Then after I finished with my friend, after we finished hanging out, I jumped back in the car. First person I messaged was her. I was just like, hey, yeah, or where's this? Because we were planning where we were going to go. And she's like, messaged me back like instantly. So it's like she was waiting for my message. And then in the time that it took me to get home, which was like an hour's drive, things just completely flipped on their head. So yeah, the plan was to go home after having a good day, get a pizza, hang out, chat, all that sort of stuff, plan what I'm doing next week. And instead I ended up with headaches and being unfriended on Snapchat. Oh, like, why? Why has this happened? What did I do? It's an interesting world. But yeah, this is also part of my ADHD. I overshare too much. This isn't really the stuff that I should be chatting with you guys. We should be having fun, looking for shiny Pokemon, not me just yapping about my personal issues. But it is what it is. If they gave us a more interesting Pokemon, maybe I would be more interested. No, I'm better today than I was yesterday. I keep telling myself that it's always figured itself out in the past, so it will this time as well. I know where she works. So I'll go to her bloody workplace and talk to her if I have to. No, as I said, she's just started a new job. So I was just thinking, if I haven't heard back from her in like a week, I'll just go down when she's getting close to knocking off and just walk in and be like, hey, hi, not here to cause a scene, just would like to chat once you're finished. She doesn't leave me any other avenue, so what choice do I have? Yeah, pretty please, can you chat to me? No, I'm not going to be like that. I'm pretty sure if she sees that I've gone out of my way, because I've done it a few times, not that, but when we've stopped talking in the past, I've gone out of my way to start chatting with her again, sort of thing, and she's like, you're not like other guys. Most dudes would just, just walk away, sort of thing. I'm like, well, I'm not like most guys. So yeah, we've sort of set a precedence of going out of our way to get each other's attention again, which probably isn't a healthy thing. How is Tui's beer? That is what you drank a lot of when you were in Australia. Tui's isn't really something that Australians drink on a regular basis. I mean, I'm sure there is some people out there that drink it. But I am not one of those people. Like, it's not a bad beer, but it's not a sort of a fantastic beer. Unfortunately, a lot of Australian beers just aren't really that good. Like, they're okay. Like Melbourne Bitter and James Bogue and stuff like that, they're not too bad. Yeah, there is some good Australian beers. Some of them can be a little bit average. Tooheys is sort of, I'd say, a mid-tier beer. Should do an Aussie beer tier list. What would be my go-to? Well, because alcohol is so expensive in Australia, because we have alcohol and cigarette taxes, they go up every year. Just because the government likes to take as much money out of our pocket as they can, just so they can line their own pockets. Yeah, we've got a tax that makes them go up in price every year. So when I walk into a bottle shop, if I'm feeling like beer, I'll usually look at what's the cheapest in the range of the stuff that I'll actually drink. So I drink a lot of like imported stuff, like German beers or stuff like that, or Japanese. So I can drink like I've got Asahi's at home at the moment. Yeah, so it's like a mix between Asahi's. I'm not really a fan of Heineken, but I'll drink like Stellas and Peronis and stuff, even though they're Italian. The other one's French. So European beers, I should say, not just German beers. But for a long time, when I was drinking a bit more, my go-to was usually Carlsberg, which is Danish. Yes, Carlsberg is Danish. It's not bad. But yeah, I'll have like a mix of what I'll usually get, sort of thing. But if I'm going for like Australian beers, James Squire is pretty good. They make a couple of different ones. It's like that's the brand, but they make yeah, like 3 or 4 different types of lagers, pale ales and stuff. Alrighty, that's a B. Let's grab this one. 1400 CP for a Rosie. Be a pretty good list if I did a tier list for the Aussie beers. That means that I have to actually drink, because I haven't drank a heap in ages, because there's like Hans, there's Tooheys obviously, there's Melbourne Bitter, there's VBs, there's 4X, which is Queensland. What other Australian beers is there? Foster's, but I don't know. Foster's is one of those export beers that Australians don't really drink. Like, there is some people in Australia which drink Foster's, but it's more of an export beer. And you see all people in America and Europe, mainly Europe and the UK, or UK is part of Europe, they'll drink it thinking that they're drinking like a top-notch Australian beer, and it's just like, nah, it's not really that good. No worries, Charlie. Take it easy, dude. Yeah, unfortunately, the channel isn't really the type of channel to do tier list stuff on. So yeah, I don't think it'd really fit in with the rest of the content. But yeah, there's heaps of other Australian beers as well. Crownies and Great Northerns and I don't know, I can't remember them all off the top of my head. Cascade Premium Lights. Now all this talking about, God damn it, now I want a beer, guys. You made me want a beer. You're gonna turn me into an alcoholic. I do have some at home already. I think there's still like 4 in the fridge, so that'll do me for the night. Plus there's wine if I really If I finish my beers and I'm still feeling like I need alcohol, I can drink wine. Like a proper alcoholic. You'll have to see if you can find some. Just look up Australian beer on Google or something like that and see if they sell it. I don't think they'd export a lot of it. I think, Foster's and maybe Crownies and stuff like that might be, because they come from like the bigger breweries. Because Carlton United Breweries, which is like the brewery in Melbourne, they're like the biggest ones in Australia. So if you're going to get anything, it'll probably come from them. Foster's is part of them. Crownies, Melbourne Bitter, all of them are Carlton United. Anything else you might find hard to get. It's a tiny. It's not shiny. Unfortunately, a lot of the stuff that's going on in the game at the moment is just... it's a bit poo. I got to admit, this first month of the year, the events have been subpar at best. Which is a little bit disappointing, going into a new year. It's the start of sort of a new season. Well, it started in December, but I don't know. I feel like this season in general has just been a big letdown. Hey, there we go. We got ourselves another shiny Roselia to go with the 43 that I've already got. That only took us 33 minutes. Yeah, a lot of rinse and repeat events are going on. So like the Fashion Week event. Tomorrow night is Palkia again, which is disappointing because we had Palkia last week. Yeah, I feel like they're just not really putting in a lot of effort with the game anymore. I say this pretty much every stream now. But I think it's one of the reasons why a lot of people are just losing interest in it. And I can really see it dropping off across the board. It's just not really big on YouTube anymore. Like even the really big channels have sort of stopped making as much content for it. Like the big Go-tubers, Zoe and Nick and Mystic 7 and all that, they just don't make as much content for the game anymore. So yeah, interest is just dropping off fairly quickly, and it's really only the big events that are sort of keeping the game alive at this point, and PvP, just because it's tournament based. So when they do the tournaments, they have the live streams for them. But yeah, and after 8 years, it's sort of hard to keep interest in something, I think. It's one of the main reasons most people have moved on with their lives onto bigger and better things. How many laps have I think over the whole time that I've been playing? Oof. Probably a couple of hundred. Well, I've been doing spotlight hours down here every week for... Gee, I'd have to go back and actually check to see when I started filming spotlight hours down here, or streaming them. I'd say at least 5 years. So what's that? 5 times 52 would be 150 something hours. Or 152 streams rather. Not 52, 160-ish streams or something like that. No, what am I talking about? No. My maths is completely off then. What did I say? Yeah, 52 times 5. That's not right. 200. Wait, what's the maths? My brain has just stopped working. What's the maths? I can figure this out. 52 times 5. It's like 5, 10, 15, 50, 100. Yeah, 200. Yeah, 250. I was right. Yeah, so it's like 260. Yeah, I thought my maths was right. And like, hang on, I'm second guessing myself. So yeah, it'd probably be 260-ish streams down here. Each stream I can do 1 to 2 laps depending on how quick I'm walking around. And then there's com days down here as well, which are 3 hours. And depending on how quick I'm moving, I can get probably 3, 4, maybe 5 laps around. Then with Go Fest and tours and all that sort of stuff, which are 8-hour streams, I'm probably doing 7, 8, maybe 9, 10 laps around. So adding it all up, probably close to 1,000 laps, I would say. Something like that. And it's a 2-kilometer track, so if we just want to round it up and say, let's say 900 laps, 900 times 2 in kilometers would be 1,800. So I've walked like 1,800 kilometers roughly around here, just this track. And then if we check our jogging medal, yeah, 10,184. Yeah, so easily probably like we can just say 2,000 kilometers. I've probably walked around this trail. And it is about 2,000 kilometers from Melbourne to Gold Coast or something. So I've basically walked from Melbourne to Queensland just around this trail over the space of several years. I'm surprised that, I knew it was going to be quiet tonight, given that it is Roselia and it's not interesting in any way, shape or form. But Voltorb last week had more people were interested in Voltorb of all things. I thought last week was going to be a dead stream. Yeah, unfortunately another thing that affects a lot of these streams, especially these later ones, is time zone difference, being in Australia. Just because everybody else is so far away, the time zones are very different. So a lot of our regulars, it tends to be a bit more abundant during the winter time, which is annoying because it's night time by this time of night in the winter time. It's dark and cold and windy and probably raining. There is a duck just chilling. There's multiple ducks chilling in the river. Sorry, that's my ADHD. Just, ooh, ducks. Oh my god, I don't want to skitty. Give me the ruse. I don't suppose it really matters now. Don't have to worry about checking too much. We did get the shiny. This is what we did get a shiny last week as well from Voltorb, but it was the wrong one. We wanted Hisuian Voltorb, and we ended up getting Kanto Voltorb. So that was very disappointing. Next week it's Wooper, but just Hisuian Wooper. Oh, sorry, Paldean Wooper. Hisuian. Why did I say Hisuian? Paldean Wooper. Which is very weird that they're giving us one region variant of it, when last week they could have just given us Hisuian. Voltorb, which I think would have been better than giving us both Voltorbs. Yeah, and then we've got Yangoose rather, which is the shiny I still need. So you watch, I'll get a shiny every week during Spotlight Hour leading up to thing, and I won't get it. I just won't get one because Yangoose hates me. How you doing, Ryuga? Welcome in. Yeah, Yangoose is just one of those shinies that I cannot get for some reason. I've tried and I've tried and I've tried during every event that it's available, and the game's just like, nope. Let's actually have a look. How many Yangoose have I actually encountered in my years? Wait, where's the Yangoose? How to spell Yangoose? Is it Y-U-N? Yes. There we go. Yangoose. 867. I've only caught 60. See the discrepancy in the catch to the scenes? That's how many I've seen. I've seen over 800 of the buggers, and for some reason I just cannot get the shiny. So yeah, it's one of those ones that eludes me. I'm hoping that on the end of the month on Spotlight Hour we can actually get one. That would be very good. Honestly, I think the girls that just walked past me were playing Pokemon Go, which is very surprising. Well, there we go. We've got ourselves our second shiny of the day. Great. That's just what I needed. 2 more of these things. Are these things boosted shinies? But yeah, as the girls walked past me, like I said, they were both on their phones, looking down at their phones, and I heard the distinctive sound of the Pokeball hitting and like landing on the ground. That like ting sound. I'm like, hang on, I've heard that sound before. I think they're playing Pokemon Go. Which, like I said, is very unusual to see other people actually out in the real world in this day and age actually playing Pokemon Go. Like, what the hell, man? That's amazing. Who would have thought there are other people that play Pokemon Go still in the world? Is there a lot of ones I still got? Yes. I do have a lot. But yeah, there's still quite a few, I would say. There's a lot of second stage evolutions that I don't have. So, you know, you need 3, like 2 to 3 to finish off an evolution line. I'll have enough to do like 1 or 2 of them. So if you're including all of them, yes. If you're including just sort of base Pokemon, I've got a large portion of them, but there would still be quite a few. We can search shiny deck, can't we? Shiny decks. Wasn't there a shiny dex? No. Oh, hang on. Shiny. Yes, okay, there's a shiny dex. So yeah, as you can see, there's still a large portion of them. A lot of them will be like second stage evolutions and so on for stuff that I just haven't evolved yet. So just a quick glance like this, yeah, this is probably the one that's lacking the most, but this generation, which generation is it? Unova, I haven't added a lot of stuff to the Pokédex in general, so there's probably a lot of these that I do have that I could evolve, but I just don't have them, sort of thing, in the deck like this perfect example, Venipede. I have 5 or 6 shiny Venipedes. I just haven't evolved them through to finish off the line. Yeah, so there's still quite a number of shinies that I don't have. Obviously, you know, this is Paldean region, so most of those haven't even been released. Yeah. So we've still got work to do to fill out our shiny decks. But we have 15 minutes left, and I have myself 2 shinies at this point. I am almost back at the car, so I think I will stop and grab some water while I'm there. See, this is the problem with... It's like I already have 2 shinies. I'm back at the car, and there's still 15 minutes left. So it's like, what do I do? Do I continue? Do I just spend the last 15 minutes just sitting in the car? Probably not. It'll be warm in the car. It's too warm to sit in the car. We'll walk for a little bit further, but I don't think I won't do another full lap around. We'll just wander down the trail a little bit and then probably turn around and head back down towards the car, because honestly, I can't be bothered walking another 2 kilometers. Even though I probably should, because part of my research to level up to the next level is to actually, why does that? Oh, I can still click on that, that's good. To walk like 200 kilometers, which I'm actually getting through at a reasonable pace. We're already up to 9, so we'll tick over to 10. I would say before we finish up for tonight, we should finish off at 10. Slowly getting through it. Just give me a second, because water. Oop. Oh, that's good. Hydration. Don't forget to hydrate, guys. It's important. Keeps you healthy. Stops your blood from going all claggy and getting heart problems. It doesn't have to work so hard to pump the blood through your system, because it's not like sludge in your veins. Stop drinking Mountain Dew. It's not good for you. Drink water. I'm like the last person. I spent years and years and years of my life drinking anything but water. It wasn't until I started getting healthy that I was like, nah, I need to start drinking more water. It was actually during COVID, I think, because we started getting a lot of bottled water at home. So just having convenient bottles of water, I just started drinking a lot more. But yeah, I've always got a water bottle with me now whenever I go anywhere. And you'd be amazed at how better it makes you feel when you're actually drinking a proper amount of water. I think another big reason why I become more of a water drinker now as well is just because getting into doing workouts and stuff, you got to keep yourself hydrated. And milk and beer and stuff just don't really cut it when you're doing a workout. That's what they need to make, like pre-workouts but beers. That's an idea. We can make like a gym / bar, so it's like a gym bar, which they do actually have. They do have, like, some gyms will have bars and that, like the yuppie gyms have bars and stuff in them. So maybe we can do that. Do a pre-workout that is also alcoholic. Surely there's a market there. There'll be some people that want to buy that. I mean, if people will buy e-girls bathwater, I'm pretty sure you could sell them alcoholic pre-workouts. There's a market for everything. Alright, 10 minutes to go. Let's see if we can get ourselves another shiny. So for those that have missed it, we are up to 2 shiny Roselias for the hour so far. And that sun, it's got a bit of bite in it. I've only been out here for 50 minutes and I can already feel that I'm getting slightly fried. Maybe I should have put sunscreen on, or at least a hat. It's like my forehead. This is like one thing that I don't like about streaming when I'm out and about. It's like I can't wear sunglasses. One, you guys can't really see my face properly, which doesn't really matter. Like that shouldn't really matter too much. But it makes it that I can't actually see my screens. Like I already struggle enough as it is trying to see the screens because of the glare. So when I got sunscreen on, sunglasses on, I'm like, huh? Yeah, it makes it very, very hard to see the screen. There we go, there's that 10k. I told you that. And everybody has gone very quiet. Nobody's talking. I feel like I'm talking to myself. That wouldn't change. I talk to myself all the time. Again, it's one of those neurodivergent traits. I think a lot of people just do it in general, though. I have an inner monologue, but I tend to verbalize my inner monologue because it helps me sort of organize my thoughts. If I let them just rattle around in my head, it's very hard for me to sort of grasp them and put them into an order that makes sense. Because again, my brain is so erratic and my thoughts are just all over the place because of the ADHD that I need to sort of, just verbalize them and give them life, so to speak, and that makes it a lot easier for me to sort of wrap my head around my own thoughts and put them into perspective. And so I have a tendency of just sitting there just talking to myself when I'm contemplating things. But it's not a sign of madness. It's only when you start replying to your own questions, that's when it's a sign of madness, which I probably do as well. Ask myself random questions, but they're more like philosophical questions, like not so much philosophical, but they're along those lines, sort of thing. I'll ask myself questions that I'm sort of like answering just to give myself not what you have for breakfast, Jimmy? Bacon. That's when it becomes crazy. I didn't actually have bacon. I had nothing for breakfast, as we've already discussed. But see, a lot of the time, that's why our chats in the streams can be very erratic, because I'm basically just saying the things that pop into my head at any given time, and they have no correspondence with the last thing that we were just talking about. They're just random thoughts. So yes, we can be jumping from topic to topic to topic, but it's good when you guys are engaged and we're sort of like having discussions and stuff, which we tend to do. Like I said, these streams are a little bit quieter just because of the time zone difference. And this is not the greatest of Pokemon, so it's just not a very big draw card. The thing. So I understand why you guys are being incredibly quiet tonight. But yeah, we do have Palkia tomorrow in raids again, which again is a bit disappointing because we had it last week. So I think tomorrow night will be quietish as well. I think most people are probably done with Palkia for raids, but we'll see how we go. Still, no, wait, no. I was going to say we're still hunting that Hundo, but didn't we get the Hundo Palkia last week? I'm sure we did. Yes, we did. Okay, never mind. I was like, we're still hunting that Hundo. No, we're not. We got it. So Shundo, I suppose. If we can get a Shundo, that would be good. It's probably better than nothing. It's the only thing that I still need from this. Alright, there's 5 minutes left, so I've walked about 5 minutes, so if I turn around and start walking back, by the time I get back to So yeah, I'd say that we've probably encountered most of these that I'm going to be clicking on again anyway. So we don't really need to worry about clicking on any of these. You just got yours last week. What, a hundo, Palkia? Oh my god, the chat, it's a... Oh, you got the Shundo, nice. I knew that mine was the hundo when it popped up. So I was just like, oh guys, there's a chance it's going to be a Shundo. Unfortunately, no. That happens to me like every single time I get a hundo. And I know that it's a hundo. The game is just... It's rude, man. It doesn't give me Shundos. The whole time that I've been playing, I think it's still... Wait, it's 4 now, is it? Or is it 3? It's 3 or 4. Sure. Yeah, 3, yeah. Still only 3. 1 from Raid, 1 from Research, 1 from the Wild. So the only thing that I haven't done is hatched a Shundo rather. But we've obtained 1 from every other way of getting one. That was from Raids, that was from the Wild after one of the days on GoFest 2023, I think. Was it 2023? 2022. And then, yeah, the low tick was from Phoebus Research Day, which was the very first research day that we got. And it was the only shiny that I got for the whole day. I was out for 3 hours trying to get that shiny, and there was like 10 minutes left or something like that for the day, and I was on one of my last sets of research. This is back when I was still making videos, and I was filming the video for it, and I'm like, alright guys, this is like one of our last ones that we're going to check, and yeah, we finally got the shiny. It was the only one for the day. It's like, okay, I'll take that. If it's the only one that I'm getting for the day, and you make it a Shundo, I can deal with that. How you doing, Tywin? Welcome in. Man, I need water again. Jeez, we'll just talk drinking water, and it doesn't matter how much I drink, I'm always dehydrated. Unfortunately, water goes through me like water. So if I drink too much water, I've got to go to the toilet like every 10 seconds. And when I'm streaming, that's not ideal. Alright, last minute. As I said, unfortunately most of these are ones that I've probably already clicked on. But as we've already gotten 2 shinies for the day, I don't really feel like we need a third one. So again, how many shiny Roselias do I have now? It's gonna be like 49 or something like that. Rose. And wait, shiny. 49. Fantastic. And I wonder why my storage is so full. And there we go, guys. That is the end. Spotlight Hour is Dunskies. Now we're back to our Fashion Week spawns. Which, again, I don't know, costume Pokemon just don't really do it for me anymore. Like, I don't really care about getting costume shinies just because you can't transfer them into Pokemon Home. So there's not really much point these days to try and get them. Yeah, especially since we're getting to this sort of end part of the game. Like towards the end of the game's life. I feel like trying to hunt down stuff like that is just, it's not worth the time. Like if you can't, like not that you're going to keep everything permanently, but unless you can put them into Pokemon Home, like most of these shinies that I've got, that's sort of like the plan with them. I will hopefully put them into Pokemon Home at some point and then just send them out to people, do wonder trades and just send them into the ether, give them to people, because I don't need 40 of every single Pokemon. I'm pretty sure I've got one of these curliers. Actually, no, I think it's a hundo. No, I do. I have multiple ones. I wasn't sure if it was the hundo or if it was the shinies. But yeah. So this is what I mean. It's like these here, they're stuck in the game forever. Sort of thing. So there's just not really much point having them. It'd be nice if they put them into Pokemon Home sort of thing, or made the ability to transfer them in. It wouldn't be too difficult. They would just have to model a hat and put it on a Pokemon and just make it an asset that you can get sort of thing. Like it's not like they don't already have costume stuff in the game. Give me the keys. It's hot in here. This is the problem with owning a black car. You leave it in the sun for 5 minutes. Alright, let's wind down that window. But yeah, guys, we are pretty much done with tonight's stream. We've done what we came to do. We got ourselves several shinies. So we're finishing off not too bad. As I said, yeah, unfortunately the only one this month that I really need is Yangoose. So hopefully we can have that same luck at the end of the month. Because yeah, next week is Pelty and Wooper. And then yeah, we got Yangoose to finish off. Raid Hour tomorrow is Palkia. I'm not sure what the boss is after that. I haven't looked. So, yeah, I guess we'll figure that out tomorrow. But yeah, guys, if you haven't already, please do hit that like button. We're sitting on 7 likes. That's pretty much what I expected from tonight's stream, because it is just garbage Pokemon nobody cares about. So yeah, hit that like button if you haven't already. Have the phone sitting out of the car, so it's at least getting a little bit of breeze, otherwise it will overheat. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow evening for Raid Hour, Palkia, if you guys are keen. Hopefully we can get some shinies. I don't think there was many shinies that popped last week. So yeah, that'll be the goal, trying to get a shiny at least. But yeah, I can't think of anything else I need to add. So, good luck for your Spotlight Hour, guys. Hopefully you will get the shiny that you need, if you need Roselia. I'm not sure if it's boosted shiny, but I did get 2. So, I think most Comday shiny or pre-Comday shinies are boosted. So, if you need it, fingers crossed you'll get it. Yeah, and I'll see you guys tomorrow evening. So until then, enjoy your morning, evening, noon, or night. Stay safe, happy hunting, good luck, all of that good stuff. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow evening for some raids. Until then, peace out, have a good one, and I'll see you guys then. Bye. Bye, I'm gonna hit the button. Bye. It's very hot.